Legacy saying he's going to cook in the Williams today. Oh, both him and Big Max. Big Max is new. Big Max is new. All right, well, we're kind of chattering away, and I think I'll edit out all that garbage at the beginning. But welcome, everyone, to Wednesday Throwdown F1, presented by Formula Worldwide Leagues. Why such a weird name? Because it's shortened to WTF, and I'm a child. We are here. This is Jim Cab, and it's HeatGang, Mr. HeatGang. What team are you on this season?
I'm Team Aston Martin.
Aston, yeah, that's right. Our Aston Martin team principal over in FNL, our Division 1. So usually he'll do broadcasts on Wednesdays. This week I decided to sit out because I absolutely loathe Hungary. I just can't get it. I tried. I did 2 practice races. Did you jump in on either of those the last couple of nights?
I did not get a chance to, actually, so no.
But, yeah, I just had a horrible time both tries. I was really trying. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's I just can't stay focused. Like, I know what I need to do in the trouble areas. It's just, like, turn 1. I can nail turn 1 sometimes, and then out of the blue, I just light it up and spin out, and it's so infuriating. Where's the other spot I have struggles with? The chicane in Sector 2.
Chicane.
Yeah. Again, I can nail that chicane, and then out of the blue, I'll just... But those curbs are punishing. So if you touch the chicane in Sector 2, you better be prepared, right? So...
Oh, yeah.
And then I think the final 2 turns in Sector 3, like right near pit entry, I think I lose out on those when I'm frustrated. Like, I've already spun out or caused myself damage somewhere else, and then when I get there, it's just like, it just ends. I'm like, I'm done. I'm not even trying anymore. So...
The long left-hander?
Yeah.
Right? And my issue is, I get too eager on the entry that I sometimes clip the grass on the right hand trying to set it up. And I end up spinning out.
I'm trying to adjust the audio levels.
Audio.
Just give me a second here.
As we have our first lap beginning here, and it's A. Wilder in the Kick Sauber. Goes towards turn 1. A little cautious.
You know, I paid a lot of money for this headset, and I totally forgot that I can adjust the volume between us and the game instead of having to mess around in there. So A. Wilder is, as you said, our first one out of the pits, and
I think he may have backed out already.
Well, he hasn't invalidated yet, so... But, oh yeah, he's at 100%, so... He must have enough fuel for another go at it. I'm going to switch to Limit 1986 in the Haas. I have pretty good battles with this guy. He's a pretty good racer. So I think he's got some decent potential here in WTF. Where does he sit in the standings? Let's take a look. After 2 rounds, Haas is in 2nd place, and Limit is 7th in the standings with 19 points. So not too bad. Last week's performance at Silverstone, as Wilder sets... Cabbage sets a 118.124. Yeah, Limit jumped up 3 positions last week after last week's race, so I think he might be a dark horse in WTF.
Possibility. If there's any races with chaos, I could definitely see him stepping on that podium.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see him coming around the final turn, down the front straight, and he sets a 118.288. Our best time is 3 seconds ahead of second and third. That's Roach in the Red Bull. This is one. This is no longer a dark horse. Roach is like out of the gates has been showing some impressive pace. He's in 13th place, so he hasn't had the greatest start. But I mean, he's been jumping in some of these practice races, and yeah, trust me, his pace has significantly improved in this game cycle. So that's really interesting to see. Let's see what Scarthurs is doing. He decided to drop down to WTF for Season 11. He's in the Ferrari, my teammate. So it'll be interesting to see. Friday nights, I know Donut and Massive miss violently encouraging him. So, oh, Scarthur sets a 1:16.683. It's good enough for P3 right now. Ronan, who is a reserve and filling in for the empty Red Bull seat, has joined Roach in the 1:15 range. 1:15.968. So we got Riffractor. I'm going to move over to Riffractor in the V-carb here. Somebody just set a lap. Oh, a couple more people set laps. Gas Girl's up there in P4. Oh, Gas Girl joined. And Chaos has now put himself in provisional pole. But somebody in turn 1 has had an issue. Is it Plube or Lobster?
I think that might be Lobster. Or I think it's the Sauber, actually.
Well, the Sauber is now going slow, and then the and then Lobster are now like he just smashed one of the Rolex boards. Let's follow along. I know what they're doing. They're trying to stay out of the way of somebody on a hot lap, because who was that in the Williams? Yeah, I think it was in the Williams or the Mercedes that they're on a hot lap. So I know Legacy's currently in 7th, 1:17.196. And I believe he's on... Oh, no, he's at 100% battery, so he might not... I think
he's maybe on a cooldown.
Yeah, and he just invalidated it, so... Okay, let's see. Organize myself here. I'm going to go down to this Aston Martin of Maverick. Maverick is actually a McLaren driver over in our BBR division. So BBR is from the BBRL league that we merged with recently. They have races on Sundays, and they just wrapped up their F123 season, their final F123 season. So Mav was joined in late there after we merged. We merged with about 3 or 4 races left. And he's available to race on Wednesdays now that he's got 24, so he is here today. But both his teammates, Plube and 40-pound Lobster, are here, so he'll be filling in for the Aston Martin team. And Mav's not a slowpoke. Ooh, how did he not invalidate that? That looked like an invalidation, right?
Yeah. I was kind of thinking the same self, but...
So...
Oh, that's a little overcooked.
Yeah, definitely. Nice little plume of smoke there. But he is rapid, so I mean, this is his first lap around. I could see this might not be what he's looking for in his time, but I'm sure he'll improve in it next time. Okay, we got a V-carb, or Williams. Mav goes P10 with a 1:17.788.
See, KDM's about to finish his lap here.
All right, let's switch over to KDM. Let me see what I could see here. I do know he's done purple sector 1, green sector 2, so good enough for pole. Provisional pole, 1:14.
And he's already in the 14s.
Yep. Now, KDM has some ground to catch up here, because although he won on the track last week in Silverstone, he was handed a rather hefty penalty for his final lap collision with, I believe it was Chaos.
Was Chaos.
Yeah, it cost Chaos a podium. So KDM was penalized 30 seconds, which dropped him down to 12th place. So yes, he did still score some points with that, because we do have custom scoring here in WTF. But I mean, he's rapid.
I've only just noticed as well. After those stewards results, Welshie got the win in Silverstone.
Yes.
Who's not with us tonight.
No, hasn't joined us tonight. We got 18, so that's a pretty good field. KDM's now coming into the pits. I don't know why I followed him all the way there. Zen Guy, he's new. He joined the league last week. He just set a purple Sector 2. He's in the Haas. He actually managed to snag a full-time seat like right away because we had a couple people who bowed out. So he's coming around the final corner down the front straight, and he sets 1:15.585. Good enough for P4.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
I do think there might be some more time in that lap because he was in the 30 air of that McLaren.
Yeah, absolutely. So here we are. We got just under 8 minutes left to go in qualifying. KDM has provisional pole. He's the only driver in the 114s with a 114.907. Followed by Plube in the McLaren, Chaos Corrupted in the Mercedes, Zen Guy in the Haas, and then a pair of Roaches. Or a pair of Red Bulls, sorry. Roach and Ronin in 5th and 6th. Ronin. All of those guys are in the 115s, ranging from 115.168 to 968. So it's 0.8 separate second, sorry, from 7th.
Seriously, Roach stopped off track there. Is it just to let cars by? Yeah, just to let cars by.
I don't know that anybody's actually on any real hot laps. I mean, it shows Zen Guy's on a hot lap, but he's coming to pit, I'm sure. Gas Girl, is he actually on a real hot lap now?
He's pushing like he is, but he doesn't have the ERS for it.
No, he must not have recharged well enough. I
was about to say Legacy was, but I just cut to him spinning.
Oh, did you? And the Aston Martin was going a little squirrely there. That's Mav on an outlap at the chicane there in Sector 2 and managed to catch it.
As curiously, Refractors picked up some left front end plate damage on that V-carb.
Oh, and he's now pitting, so. Alright. Alright, I'm going to switch to Wilder. He is now sitting in P17 with a 1:18.696. That's a whole 4 seconds off of pole. It's a very big gap. I feel like he can put some more into this. He was the one who was out early and had kind of really rough first lap, so.
Yeah.
How much time do we got left here? It says 6 minutes? No, 5:42. The more I see this livery for the Kick Sauber, the more I like it. And I'll be
not a bad one.
Yeah, I mean, I really wish they had done a bit more creative than the really blocky and angly look. But I mean, that green is solid.
It's an interesting color, yeah.
Okay, so Wilder is now on a hot lap.
As Mavericks just spun his hot lap away there.
Yikes. We just got 5 minutes. He needs to get back in the pits.
Go again. Probably go back in the pits will be better for him. As Savage is not on a lap. Big Max put himself up to P7.
Oh, nice. Big Max is new to the league. He actually races in our sister league, Formula Whatever. They race on Thursday nights. And the home of Donut and Massive, by the way. And yeah, he's joined us, coming here for Wednesdays and potentially reserve on Fridays if he feels like he can. But as I said, we're riding along with Wilder. He's in this green and black Kick Sauber, all filthied up from all the laps he's trying to put in here. He's trying to get out of the basement there. I don't know why my teammate... Oh, and he's going into the pits. Why did he do that?
Not quite sure.
I mean, I wasn't paying attention to his sector times, but... Very
I
strange.
think there's Zen guy around, or probably just letting cars by.
Zen guy's in the pits. That must be Limit. Yeah, Limit
Ah.
is start. Yeah, he was on an out lap, and he's now starting his hot lap. So we're going to follow along with him now. It's 117.256. Yellow sector 1 he's having to deal with.
That's Refractor off the track there.
Oof. So this is not a good first sector for Limit. He was up just by a slice, but 0.15 of a second slower. Let's see how he does in sector 2. This is a really tricky right-hander there. He is now up 0.7, so, or down 0.7. So this is, yeah, not a good lap for Limit as he comes around the final turn. Ooh, picks up some grass. He's looking, I don't know if it's lag or just, he's looking really squirrely.
Oh yes, just you.
Yeah. But not, no better for him. Refractor in the V-carb, is he on a hot lap?
He did. I mean, he is.
Okay. So we'll ride along with him. He's currently sitting P16. He's had a bit of a challenge with the transition to the new game cycle. I don't blame him. It's, I mean, it's a pretty big change that they did there, so. But he has...
He cuts that corner nicely.
Yeah, he does, actually. Especially when he's having to contend with traffic there. Luckily, the McLaren got out of his way. Let's see how he does through... Oh, he executed that chicane beautifully. Nicely done.
Get some curb on the exit.
Ooh, Gas Girl retired. Must have done that in pits.
Yeah. And these are good sector splits.
Yeah, let's see what this comes out. Mav is now retired, currently in P6th with a 115.6. And let's see what Refractor can move himself up to 12th. Improves to a 116.518. I mean, that's... We got 40 seconds left. He is not going to be able to... Whoa, careful, careful. He's going to get... He's got to get out of the way of that car. Oh, he just retired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As Scarthers is about to start his final lap here. Everyone's starting their final lap, I should be saying.
Yeah, everybody's scrambling to get this done now, so... Who's going to be the one to get past the line last? Nope, nobody, because the Haas of Zen guy is pit. Can that Sauber, who is that Sauber? Is that KDM?
I think it's... Yeah, it is.
Yeah, he just started his hot lap.
Will Cabbage get another lap in?
No, he won't.
That was his final lap.
Yeah, that was his final lap. Cabbage finishes currently P8 with a 115.940. We're riding along with Scarthers right through Sector 2 in the Ferrari. He's currently sitting P11 with a 116.3. And if I'm looking at my telemetry here, he is struggling to improve on that. Who else is out here that's on a hot lap?
Across the line now, and he improves by 2/10 to get ahead of Chaos there.
Oh, nice. So he's got P3 with Plube in P2 and KDM in P1. So Plube, actually, we missed that. Oh, the tail end of Scarthers Ferrari goes way. Nice catch. Nice catch by him. I don't think he was able to improve on that at all. Nate has invalidated his. Let's see, Wilder. Wilder is in Sector 3. He is in 18th place, the only driver in 118 triple ones, and he's going to pit. And that is where he's going to stay. That's the fields. There we have it. KDM in P1, pole position, 114.585. Then we've got Plube, Roach, Chaos, and Zen Guy in your top 5. Followed by Mav in the Aston Martin, Big Mex in the Williams, Cabbage in the V-Carb, and Ronin, reserve driver, sitting in the Red Bull, with Gas Girl in the Alpine rounding up the top 10. 116.002 is what the 10th place cutoff was.
Apparently that was Mav's first laps of Hungary on this game.
I
had a feeling it was.
Okay, so now I got to get these results in properly, because the names aren't coming through properly.
I'm gonna guess half of them don't have their telemetry.
No,
right?
you know what? There's actually a bigger problem. I don't know what it is. So we've got, I'm going to read them off if you can verify. KDM, Plube, Roach, Chaos, Zen Guy,
Yep.
Mav,
A-Firm?
then Big Mex, Wilder, who's in
That's
9th?
wrong. Cabbage is 8th.
Cabbage is 8th?
Ronin's 9th.
Okay, Cabbage is
Yep.
8th. Who is... Oh, Ronin. I don't think I have Ronin yet. Yeah, okay. Gas Girl. Do you, oh, well, I guess the screen's gone now, but can you... I don't know if you could see it or not.
We can see it in... I should be able to see it in Race... Yeah, Race Director. You got Gas Girl, right?
I have Gas Girl in 10th.
Yes. This is P11.
Scarthers. Yeah.
Yes.
Nate.
Nate.
Riffractor.
Factor.
Prem.
Prem.
Lobster.
Lobster.
Legacy.
Legacy.
Limit.
Yep.
And TTV.
TTV is not even in the session.
No, who's in the other Sauber? Wilder, right?
KDM. Or Wilder. Yeah, Wilder's 18th.
Okay, yeah, okay, got it. So I'm missing 2 guys. Okay, so somebody pressed ready up, unfortunately.
And apparently someone pressed start.
Yeah. And I can't see because I'm in spectator mode. It actually does not let us see here. So we are going to go through our formation lap. Let's see if we can get that successfully.
See the tires these guys are starting on. The preferred strategy here is going to be... The strategies here is either going to be medium hard or hard medium. It is your choice. And our reigning series champion has gone with the hard tires. The only guy in the top 10 start on the hards. Everyone else is on the mediums inside the top 10. You have Scarthers on the hards. You have Prem, Lobster, and Limit all on hards. Everyone else is on mediums. My audio cut out.
I don't know. I don't know. You were talking, then you went quiet. I was on mute. I'm just trying to get through some stuff here before this race gets started.
Oh, copy.
Some data stuff is what I'm trying to do here.
I was just letting know the tire selections of every driver.
I don't think I did catch that, actually. I didn't hear you say that, so... but we are all lined up. We got this very odd angle, so I'm going to go on board with KDM as we wait for lights out. 5 lights are on, 5 lights off, and we are a go for the Hungarian Grand Prix, round 3 of WTF. Down the front straight as KDM leads. Inside his right is Plube in the McLaren, who takes the lead on turn 1. Can he do the switchback? No, he cannot. And Chaos Corrupted did have a bit of contact.
Try.
Oh, KDM's trying to come back at him on the inside. He might. No, he will not. He'll have to concede that and live to fight another day. Chaos is right behind him, with Zengai and the Haas moving up to 4th place and Roach dropping 2 positions in that Red Bull. But Plube is starting to pull away ever so slightly. But don't forget, it only takes 1 lap for the DRS detection is turned on. And as long as...
we have Roach dropping another place here.
Oh, down to 6th place. We're following along with the leaders just to see what's going on. You let me know if something in the back happens that I need to switch to quickly. But as we finish off the first lap...
SR3 wide, and there's almost contact there. There is contact there between the V-Carb and Williams.
That's a
As
legacy.
I think that's the Alpine. That's Gasper coming in for damage.
So we got 1 lap in the books. Plube is leading. KDM is in tow. He is within DRS range, but the DRS detection for these DRS zone after turn 1 is before the final turn. So you have to wait a whole lap to take advantage of that. As those are the only 2 DRS detection zones in this circuit. So Chaos is looking up the inside of KDM as they approach that chicane in Sector 2. KDM manages to hold him off, but he is having to worry more about the Mercedes behind him than he is getting back 1st place from Plube in the McLaren. We have Gas Girl in the Alpine way back there after a single stop, and we have who is off. That looks like Ronan.
Legacy.
No, Ronan in the Red Bull is spun around. So I don't know what happened there.
Oh, he's missing his whole wing.
Yes, he is missing his entire front wing. And we have virtual safety car. Thanks to that. Does anybody try to take advantage of it? I doubt it. I mean, it'd be stupid to kind of pit right now unless you absolutely had to. It kind of helps Gas Girl, but not really.
Not too much.
No. The only thing that it helps him with is that he can catch up to Ronan now. So at least he's got somebody to tangle with, or maybe even pass. Meanwhile, Plube is maintaining his lead on KDM nicely. We're on lap 3 of 35. And we are seeing our first virtual safety car, and hopefully... Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm going to have a hot take that might be controversial. Oh, and then Scarthers
we have
picks
a
up
couple
drive-thrus. That's... you know what? I absolutely hate that. I hate that.
Yeah.
Scarthers will have drive-thrus. Yikes. That's rather unfortunate. Well, maybe I won't say what I was going to say, but we're finishing lap 3.
Aside from that,
Plube is still in the lead, and KDM is closely behind, so we should have DRS wide open. Are we going to have a train? Is KDM going to take advantage of this as he gets in the slipstream of the McLaren, goes to the outside, gives each other nice amount of room. He couldn't quite make it stick, but he is still very, very close, trying to take the inside of turn 2.
slight contact.
Slight contact, and Plube pulls out of turn 3 and finishes sector 1 still in the lead. And now Chaos again knocking on KDM's door in that Mercedes. He's looking to make something happen here and take off to get after Plube. We have another yellow in the back. Wilder just
That
picked
is
up 3
savage.
seconds. We're going to stay up front, though. We got a nice battle here. Big Mex in 4th has actually dropped out of DRS detection, so he's going to have to hurry up here because Roach is within DRS detection, and so is Zen, and so is Mav. You've got 4 cars in a row, and that makes Mex very vulnerable, so be interesting to see. We're going to still follow along here. Oh, look at the laps just coming down.
Roach, fastest lap.
KDM trying on the outside, nothing doing. Chaos looks on the inside, nothing doing. KDM is glued to Plube's gearbox. This is wild.
Stuff here.
Plube is doing fantastic. I have to openly say that. This is I know we're only on lap 5, but this is a phenomenal drive from Plube.
He's doing well.
Another yellow in the back.
I think that's Gas Girl. You see a lockup from Chaos. They're going into chicane.
Yeah, definitely. Managed to keep it away from the back of KDM, but that was close. Big Mex has managed to hold off the advances of the DRS train behind him. Mav actually has now dropped out of DRS detection, so it's just...
That's a mistake from Big Mex.
Yeah, somebody else is lighting it up there, and here comes Roach on the inside, takes the position handily, and now Zen Guy is going to be looking to take an opportunity there. We're keeping a close eye.
Final corner, though.
We're keeping a close eye on the front, but I'm actually watching Big Mex as he takes back 4th place.
And Zen Guy looks up to the inside.
And Zen Guy might take this from Roach. Yes, he does.
He's going to try it around the outside.
Yeah, turn 2 might be a different story. No, he manages to hold off Roach and move into 5th place. So Roach has been bouncing back between 4th and 5th and 6th. And Big Mex is still too far out of DRS detection, so he's still vulnerable. Meanwhile, KDM has dropped. No, he's back up to 6/10 behind Plube.
And we have a new name driving into this DRS train by the name of Nav.
Oh, he's back in it now because he dropped out. So all that fighting allowed him to quietly get back into the action there. So that's awesome.
We want to see more racing.
Where do you want me to focus on? I'm going to step away for a moment and I can let you take the reins.
Let's just focus on the battle for the front right now.
All right, I'm on KDM. I'll hand it to you. I'll be back in a moment.
Already. As we go into turn 2, as Chaos all over the back there of KDM, locking up in the process. They both have DRS now on the run down towards turn 2. Nothing doing for either of them. They stay in line there. We're going to go on board with KDM here. As we go up towards turn 4. A nice line. As Plube is doing brilliant works here. There's a couple of lockups going into the chicane as KDM is trying to drop Chaos from the DRS here. He might just do that by the end of the lap. That'll be good news for KDM if he does, as Chaos runs off the track there in the background. KDM all over the back of that McLaren. Let's see what he decides to do. As he's dropped Chaos from the DRS range there. So it's just going to be straight between him and Plube. Plube tries to go defensive, but the kick is already there, and he takes the lead of the Hungarian Grand Prix into turn 1 as he locks up, and Plube goes way deep. Flube going way deep there, almost hit the back of the Sauber. He's dropped himself out of the RS range and now brought himself more into a threat with chaos in the Mercedes.
Yeah, that was
trouble in the back there.
Yeah, that was I was still focused on KTM there, but you could see from the periphery that Flube had to go way wide. I am surprised that he didn't lose position to Chaos, so good for him for only ceding the position he already had ceded. So.
Or hit the back of KTM. He was pretty close.
Yeah, very close, yeah.
So more towards this battle for P4, where Zengai has passed Big Max now for P4. Missed that while covering the lead.
Yeah, that's right. So Big Max is now down to 5th. Roach is still in 6th. KTM's just put up a fastest lap. We got something in the back with Gas Girl. Oh, I think, well, Gas Girl is being lapped, so there's, he's probably...
Just Roach thinks about it down the inside. Thinks better of it. We'll have to DRS.
Oh, who's
here.
that?
That's Chaos.
Chaos in the grass, and he's lost a winglet. So will this be an early pit and throwing away a podium? I wish we had been able to see what was happening there. I'm sure we'll see a clip of this if there was any untoward. Ronan, I just noticed, down in P16, just past Premex in the Alpine. Oh, and there's a Ferrari. Who's that?
Scarthers.
Oh, yes. The Ferrari of Scarthers. Lap 9. He is now also missing a winglet. And he's down to 16th place. And struggling to stay on track.
Now Zengai is starting to struggle maybe a bit here because he was starting to break away from this pack. Now he's losing time and he might be passed. Not just by Big Max here, but also by Roach. Roach might go for a move here on the Williams here. See, does he go down the inside? He thinks about it.
Yeah, he definitely took
turn two.
He definitely took a big look. He's still glued to the back of that Williams, but he also has Mav to deal with behind him. So we got this 4-car DRS train. We got to hand it to Zengai for being able to hold off. He's currently sitting P3, and we have a McLaren. Who is that? A Lobster, having some troubles in the back there. And Legacy Games. Oh, Lobster, severe collision. 10 seconds and a safety car.
I think that's going to bring out the safety car.
So, what happened there? I see Wilder is missing a wing piece. Ronan...
What I'm going to assume is Lobster maybe spun it exiting turn 1, and then when trying to re-enter the track, he must have made contact with Limit somewhere.
So
but Limit has no damage.
Scarthers gets a free pit stop, so that kind of helps him out. Prem is now in 16th place. Lobster's got 13 seconds of penalties and wing damage. Ronan in the Red Bull seems to be unscathed by any of this nonsense.
As Mav stays out.
Yeah, Mav stays out and takes the lead. Wilder...
Oh, Chaos say it gets even worse.
What happened? Oh, he got speeding in the pit lane.
He got in the pit lane.
Yikes. And Wilder's got wing damage. So there's so much going on with all these
Unable
people.
To cover it all.
I mean, the Williams has almost been double stacked. The V-Carbs are double stacked. Riffractor behind Cabbage.
Also, may I note, did Limit hit there, or I don't think he hit.
I don't know if he pit. Limit is on hards though, so unfortunately I can't tell how old his hards are, but He is on hard tires. Maybe that was the alternate strategy he had. Whoa! Ronan and who is that? Premax almost coming together under the safety car. So lap 11, we've got a safety car. We've got a new leader in Mav and the Aston Martin, following the Aston Martin safety car. KDM's in second place as he pit under safety. Moves on to the hards, I believe.
I know.
Or mediums.
This was not a good safety car for KDM. KDM did not want this because it's forced him to put the medium tires, which they might be able to go to the end of the distance, but it'll have a huge drop off in performance compared to the hards, which can go to the end.
Unless he's counting on another safety. There's 24 laps to go. So.
Chaos is going to be in again to serve his penalty.
That's not a bad strategy move, right? Because you
Not
can.
at all.
So it's interesting that you can serve your penalty in the pits during a safety, but you can't serve your drive-through during a safety. But he gets a fresh set of hards. And
I think a front wing change.
yeah, I was gonna say that took a bit long. The camera angle wasn't great, but I could only see the rear, like from the cockpit to the rear of the car. So he's dropped all the way to 16th place, from podium to 16th. But there's lots of racing to be had.
As let me. Oh, don't know what just happened to Legacy, but just teleported sideways on my screen.
He tried to get into the game and then couldn't, and it looks like...
And I think his AI's beached on the curb.
Yeah. He's going to get disqualified, I bet.
Shout out to Nate, who's running P8 under the safety car here in the Ferrari. Yep, he got disqualified, which is a shame.
That's some bad luck. I really feel for it when that happens, right? I wish there was more we can do, but I mean that's internet connections for you. We're already going green. Look at that. Lap 12.
As we almost have a stack up here.
Oh, with Limit and Nate.
Yep, and Roach. Actually, Mav is on the old tire, so let's see how he treats this.
10-second penalty for Premex for severe collision with Ronan under the safety car. That's gotta bite. Here we go.
Lots of chaos in the back.
Green flags.
Mav
Lap 13.
tries to catch a napping.
And Riffractor gets a drive-through. Wild.
And Katie already passed the ass.
Easy. I am a bit surprised Mav didn't go to hards. I don't know what he's thinking. Because now he's surrounded. I mean, Ploub's on hards. And he may not have the advantage for the first couple of laps, but I think that crossover is going to happen.
Oh!
Oh, what happened there? Did somebody hit KDM?
Maybe.
So Mav is
taking advantage.
Yeah, there's all sorts of action going on here. It's hard to focus. So Mav is now in first. He just picked up a track limits penalty. Ploub is in second, right on the back of him. Zen guy in third on mediums. Oh, Ploub goes off the... Oh, man.
He's lucky he escaped with no damage, which looks like he has.
And Ploub drops all the way to 14th. Who is the V-carb here? That's Cabbage.
And we have another...
Is it another safety? No, it's just a localized.
Too much is going on right now.
I know. Okay, I'm going back to the top of the field here because we've got Zen guy now has inherited first place in his first race for Team Haas in WTF. KDM is behind him within DRS detection zone, and Big Mex, a newcomer to WTF as well, sitting in third place. Roach and Ronan, the two Red Bulls, have now recovered beautifully as they pick up 4th and 5th place, with my teammate in the Ferrari, Nate, holding up 6th. Here comes Mav, though. He's trying to take advantage of some off-tracks excursions back here.
Speaking of off-track,
Zen guy looks like he picked up a penalty, too. All right,
whoa.
Ooh.
Mav spun off track there.
Oh, did he? Yikes.
And he almost collected
I
cars.
just moved the POV from him to our top 3 cars. So Zen guy's got a 3-second penalty.
That quickly.
Oh yeah, KDM is right there. Picked up the fastest lap. He should be getting this. Into turn 1, nicely executed. Can Zen guy try to do the switchback? No, not really. I did not pay attention to the weather, and it's looking like it's cloudy now. Did we neglect to note that?
Cloudy.
I wonder if there's some rain incoming, and that would explain some of these safety car maneuvers.
And why Scartha's, I just only realized Scartha's on the soft compound.
Yep. He might have taken the gamble.
There might be rain.
Yeah, if that is in fact the truth, then that's exactly what Scarthers was thinking. Let me get on some softs and just try to get through this, and hopefully it comes quick enough so that it basically hits when his softs are time to get changed. It's a gamble. Who knows if that's actually what's happening? Unfortunately, we don't get the weather forecasts. They should put that in the spectator menu, you know, and the tire strategy. Yeah, but
to be fair, they do the tire strategy on the formation lap, but not the weather.
Yeah, that would be nice, even on the formation lap. So KDM is in the lead where he started this race and lost first place before lap 1 was done. Had been fighting Plube mercilessly and was really unable to regain the position until right before that safety car. And then Plube on the restart really hurt himself and has dropped all the way to 14th place. Chaos Corrupted, meanwhile, who also dropped.
Roach has a little slide. Roach slide, loses a position.
Switch to the view there, and there's smoke everywhere. He looks to be intact, but he is now following his reserve teammate Ronan as opposed to leading him.
Zen guy is still keeping up with Kick Sauber.
Yes, he is. So
this battle for the lead's not over.
No, it is not, especially with Big Mex there. Big Mex is out of DRS detection, but you know he's not too far off, and he also has
and
that.
He's on that hard tire.
Yeah, so his is going to go longer. If we don't get any rain, Big Mex will be able to take this right to the end, whereas Zen guy is going to suffer towards the end unless he lucks out and gets another safety car. And I think I just saw some rain.
Those are raindrops.
That
on the halo.
That makes everything different now. Yep, we have rain. So, Scarther's gamble is absolutely going to pay off here.
With joy right now.
Because everybody's going to have to pit here unless the rain is... This is how hard it's going to stay, but I don't think that's the case. And we've already got somebody back. I think it's Gas Girl. Gas Girl has been really struggling today. I feel for you, buddy. It's why do you think I'm in here and not out there with you? So Gas Girl's pitting from last place.
See what tires he puts on.
Yeah. Now it might be too early for it, but at the same time, with him struggling so much, yeah, he's putting on the inters. He's probably like, whatever. I'm slow anyway. Just let me stop spinning like mad. And he has now been lapped by who? Who was that? By Riffractor.
I think that's another. So he's about to go 2 laps down.
Yeah, he's going to be 2 laps down. Yeah.
See if anyone follows him in. No one follows him in.
No,
Or
it's
Scarthers does.
it's too soon. Scarthers is in. We gotta. Who's that? Well, the Wilder. Looks like Wilder went for an excursion here. Does he have some damage? Doesn't appear that he has
down
damage.
in 13th, and he's got to take a gamble after his earlier excursion. So
Yeah,
Flube is in for inters.
Scarthers also came in for inters. Wilder
And for nose change.
Yes. And
No, Plube's actually gone to the medium.
what? Weird.
Flube has gone to the medium.
Mavericks getting a new front wing and inters. So very strange. I don't know what's going on here.
Almost off track there.
All right, let's go back to the front of the field. KDM and Zengai are together, both on mediums, both 7 laps olds. The rain doesn't seem to be that hard yet, so I don't think it's time yet. Zengai's got a 3-second penalty.
The rain looks heavier than first.
Yes.
When we first saw it, but the track is not even fully wet yet.
No.
Big Max is in though. So is Ronan.
Well, Mex and Ronan are pitting, and Mex gets 10 seconds.
And Max.
And Roach inherits 3rd place in those on those hard tires.
I feel like it's way too early for these intercalls.
I think
at the moment.
I think if this rain continues this way, I think they'll be pitting the next lap, the top 3 here. Look who's in the top 4. Chaos.
Mr. Chaos Corrupted.
He has made his way all the way back from 16th after that disaster occurred. I already forgot what happened, but I know he had some major problems. And he's now back into the top 5. And Nate in the Ferrari in the 5th. Oh, and then Plube is just getting more and more. He's now pit again.
SDRS is now disabled, so that's the sign. Everyone comes in.
Yeah, this is going to happen soon, I think. The leaders are just about
this rain is too
come
much
in.
now.
So we're following KDM. KDM is into the pits, so does Zengai. Roach is also going to follow, as does Chaos. We're going to move over to Nate. Nate is
Roach is struggling in the pit lane.
Oh, yeah. Well, this pit lane is also a menace, too. So
someone's staying out.
Cabbage is in. Prem is in. Yeah. Max is staying out because he's already on inters. So Max...
Hey, advantage to Max.
Into P3 with Ronan right behind him. So Nate...
he's certainly a lot closer.
So Nate and Premex are a good indicator here, because Nate was... He was up in like 4th or 5th place, and he's dropped to 7th, so staying out...
He's pulled a Ferrari strategy. He pitted for medium.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, and he's sliding! Oh, terrible! His teammate Scarthers comes by. I wonder, that must have been a mistake. That must have been a mistake.
It had to have been, unfortunately.
Oh, and he goes around. Now we got caution. Wilder's got 10 seconds. He kept it off the walls, though. I don't know why I'm focusing on this poor guy.
He was doing so well.
Yeah, I know. I know. All right, let's get back to the front. There's no DRS anymore, so the gaps don't really matter too much. But KDM's in the lead by 1.7 seconds. Zengai in 2nd. Big Max in 3rd. Ronan in 4th in the Red Bull. And then Roach in 5th with Chaos in 6th. So Chaos was dropped all the way down to 16th. Made his way all the way back up to P3. P4, I think it was actually. And after the pits... After the pit shuffle, he's out there in 6th place. Not a bad position to be. Meanwhile, Plube...
Solid recovery.
Disaster. He probably picked the wrong tire. Neglected to switch it to inters. and had to pit a second time and also picked up a 10-second penalty. So he's all the way down in 14th, and that's effectively his race is ruined. There's 14 laps to go when we go around next time. I mean, there's time to make a recovery, and it is raining, so lots of chaos can happen. But our leader is KDM in the Kick Sauber, and he's pulled out to beyond 2 seconds on Zen Guy. This is where KDM's experience is showing. The rain's out, and he's able to pull away from these guys who are seriously threatening his dominance in WTF. So,
as Rowan has closed the gap up to half a second on Big Max.
Big Max also has 10-second penalties, so right now Ronan's already getting second or third place because of it. Unless his teammate Roach manages to close that gap within 3 seconds to cover his own penalty. But Zen Guy is now almost 3 seconds behind as KDM just drives away. The good thing about this, though, for Zen Guy is that Big Max is 3.5 seconds behind him. So he's not really being pressured. He can really focus on just keeping pace, not losing too much time on KDM, and just making sure he keeps it straight. Yeah, keep it in between the lines, exactly. So,
as I think that's A. Wilder being blacked by his teammate. As KDM, we'll cut to him. He has a little moment there on the exit of that corner.
Yeah, KDM is about to lap his teammate, Wilder.
As Ronan's past Big Max.
So who's in front of Wilder, though? Oh, that's Gas Girl, who's like 2 laps down.
Hey, Wilder not doing his teammate any favors there at all.
No, and then he picked up a 10-second penalty. So that's not great at all. Although I will say, I think the game is too harsh on blue flag penalties because I don't know. I think unless you're obviously like blocking them through corners, some of these circuits have really long straights or long curving straights, and you can definitely keep pace with them sometimes, and it just sucks. Oh, who's that in the Alpine?
Garthus is going on the full wets, curiously. Garthus is putting on some full wets.
Interesting. That's very interesting.
As the spray, I've noticed the spray has gotten a little bit worse.
Yeah, it's more intense now for sure.
I'll keep an eye out on his sector splits. Let's see if he can drive away from blue. That'll be a good sign. Full wets are the tires. I don't think the full wets are the tires to be on at the moment.
Unless he's not concerned about pace and he just wants to keep it straight, because it can be really challenging.
Oh.
But
that's a moment there.
The 2 Ferraris are now behind each other, but with a huge 26-second gap between the two. So what was looking like a great day for Ferrari is looking like a shitty day for Ferrari. So
terrible day.
Plube is moved back up into 11th place, although he will probably lose those two.
As who spun?
That's a Red Bull.
Oh, that's a...
Isn't it?
Looks like a V card. Was that
Yeah, you might be
Cabbage?
right. No, Cabbage.
No, it was Riff.
Yeah, it was Riff. He does have all his wings, so.
Now Plube and Mav are going wheel to wheel here. As there's slight contact on the exit of that corner. Now these guys are, they were kind of sliding for a turn too. So we might not be that far away from bullets than what I thought.
Whoa, those
But there's
two were
more
getting
contact
really squirrely between Mav and Plube. It's really greasy out there. But it looks like Plube did get the better of Mav. He's just trying to recover, and he's got 10 seconds to cover as well, so he doesn't want to mess around. And I feel like the rain is not really intensifying, it's just that the circuit is getting wetter. But it also feels like the sky is lightening up, like it looks a little bit brighter. And I wonder if maybe...
Looks brighter.
Oh, who's that? Oh, is that Wilder?
I think that...
Yeah, Wilder has retired from the session. He's rolling backwards. Trying to get out of the way, I guess. Turn around. Let's see, does he impede somebody here?
Oh.
No.
That was pretty close. As currently, it's not that good of a day for our championship leader, actually, at the moment, Primex.
No. He is in 9th place, so he will score some decent points. And if he can close the gap to Lobster, or if Lobster picks up more track limit penalties, Prem has driven a clean race. He could move up to 8th place. So there's always...
As now we have this mega battle for P4. Sorry to cut in on you there.
Yeah, go for it.
As I think Roach is pulling out for a move here on Big Max here. He's going to go down the inside, or attempt to. Max holds it around the outside. See who gets the better traction. Equal traction there.
And while that's going on, Chaos is once again chomping at the bit. Staying close behind, waiting to see if there's an opportunity for him.
Now down towards turn 4. I think that's another V card that's off.
Yeah.
I think that's Riff again.
Yep. Oh!
Whoa!
Big Max goes for a ride in the grass. Drops down to 6th. And that's that. Just like that. He's lost 2 positions. And now he just needs to make sure he can cover the gap between him and Cabbage, or else he'll be dropping to 7th place. Keep a close eye on that gap. It's 18 seconds, just into 17 seconds now, so we'll see what happens between Big Mex and Cabbage. Meanwhile, Chaos into the top 5.
Now.
Yeah.
See if he's being held up by the Williams. Because I think that's Gas Girl around once more.
Yeah, I do believe that's correct.
Alright, what is the penalty situation? So Zengai and Ronin are on 3 seconds. Big Max is on 10.
Yep, Lobster's got 3, Plube's got 10, Limit and Mav have got 3, and Gas Girl has 6. Gas Girl's also 2 laps down, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
And we're riding along
As
with...
Limits.
Whoa,
Is that a
Limit
crash?
is out!
That's a crash, and he's in the middle of the track. That's a tough one there.
Whoa, did somebody get tangled in that? Gas Girl spun in the exact same spot and is missing his wing. And he got a 10-second penalty for collision with Limit, who was DNF'd.
DNF'd. How was that even possible?
Oh, that's terrible. Gas Girl, I mean...
probably lost it there on the exit.
Yeah, that definitely can happen.
As Plube's in, probably just to serve the penalty.
Well, we got a
Mav's
safety car.
also in. Let's see, it's gonna be Just another set of inters for both, I believe. Yep, another set of fresh inters for both cars. Careful though, because Mav, let's see if Mav might get lapped if he's not out and quick enough. He might get lapped here by Pick Sauber.
I believe
Yeah, he just got lapped.
So 12th place is now a lap down behind KDM. Oh wait, what's happening to KDM there? Moved off onto the grass. I don't know if he was told to cede the position, maybe.
I don't know, but 4th, 5th, and 6th are in. Roach is putting on, I think it's just going to be fresh inters for these guys.
Mex is coming in as well.
That penalty.
Yeah, so he's going to sit there idle for 10 seconds before they can put fresh inters on his tires, or on his vehicle, and that's P6. Cabbage is coming in behind him, so... And he's out ahead of Cabbage, and he served his penalty, and he's good to go.
See, now, curiously, I wonder if our top 2 or top 3 will pit for fresh inters, because they currently have the gap to do so. If they so wish to.
Lobster's behind Premex, and Scarthers is
Still
on
wet.
wets and still staying out in 10th place. With Plube behind him. Has Plube pit?
Yes, he has. He served his penalty and he's good to the end.
Yeah, so a lot of penalties cleared with this second safety car. And we've got 8 laps to go before...
We'll see what our leaders do here. They all stay out.
So did they did not pit in this cycle? Interesting.
Top 3 did not pit.
Very interesting.
Because we will see the effects of the fresh inters, even if they are only 9 laps old as so. It's Gas Girls. EA just doesn't have a thing for Gas Girl today.
Nope.
Do they? I don't know how you can ignore a yellow. Well, you probably passed the Haas.
There's all sorts. What is going on here?
I think KDM just went off track to allow Gasco to unlock himself.
Oh, I see. I see.
And I guess the safety cars allow that too because. Oh! And.
Speeding under the safety car. And he's probably done.
Yeah.
This guy has suffered. Put him out of his misery, please.
Looks like that's what he's doing.
Oh.
That's fair enough.
Okay, we are on lap 29. Are we going to go into the pits? I don't know. Is KDM, Zengai, and Ronin going to rue not getting fresh inters?
Might by the end of the race. I don't think the safety car will be in for another lap here.
Yeah, it would have been saying so already. Oh, we got the field is way spread out. So.
Way spread out, yeah. Who's that? That's Nate, who's still in sector 1.
And this is going to make everybody's
on this game. Oop, go ahead.
No, what were you saying about the safety car?
Safety car on this game and well, previous games has a set amount of laps it does before it goes in, no matter what, especially towards the end of these races. So no matter where the cars are, it will just go in. It won't care if they're far apart.
But it also does wait.
Latter stages.
It does wait. So, but you're right. It's when it's later in the race, that's when it spreads it out, or it doesn't wait for it to catch up, is what I should say. So.
Yeah.
I'm still baffled by the top three just staying out on those inters when they had the time to cover.
That genuinely surprises me, especially someone like KDM's caliber.
But I mean, maybe he's just that confident in his ability on those old tires and just was like, no.
And to be fair, he's faster than Zengai and Ronin, and he's gonna have to. Roach is gonna have to get past both of them if he wants to sniff at KD.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, lap 30. If we go green now, will we go green? Nope, I don't think so. No, there it is.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
We are.
All right. So we'll have a 5-lap sprint to the end in the rain here at Hungaroring with our 3-time champion, our current champion, although he's not in the championship lead for this season, KDM in the Kick Sauber. He will get us started as we start lap 1 of 5 to wrap up this race and hopefully not have any more shenanigans to deal with. But it is raining, and it is a restart.
You never know.
And KDM
I think he's gone.
pulls away. Gently, Zengai tries to keep up with him. Down the front straight, there's definitely a clear line that's not as wet.
As Roach there is a little bit wider than he'd like to be.
Plube just dropped to 12th place. My graphic is still saying safety car, but I don't see a safety car.
Yeah.
And
That's a
Scarthers
glitch in the game.
now drops to 12th place. I don't know if he lost it a bit there or what, but him and Nate are now side. I mean, he's on those old wets. And Riffractor goes for a little bit of a spinola and DNFs.
As Chaos sniffing up the inside of Roach here, kind of barges him off the road there. But I don't think this was the impression Roach had in mind when he put those new inters on.
No, I really do think he was looking for an excellent opportunity to seize, but now he finds himself
Now
behind Chaos.
sees it.
Exceeding track limits, 10 seconds to 40-pound Lobster, who is way off track and has retired. Lap 32.
Although if I'm Roach, I'm still fighting for something because there's 2 people with 3-second penalties ahead.
Absolutely, yeah. That could end up meaning a podium if they manage to stay in it.
All this has brought Cabbage and Friend back into play, so Cabbage is all over Big Mix. Is he going to go for moving the turn 4, or he thinks the better of it?
I mean, it's really neat. Big Mex has been in the mix for a lot of these battles today, so pretty good impression
Oh yeah.
to start off in Formula Worldwide Leagues. Roach in P5. Maverick picks up another 3-second penalty. Chaos into 4th place.
After he passes these 2 cars, if he can, I don't think he'll have the time to hunt down 4 seconds to our race leader.
No. No. He's going to basically have to concede 2nd place. Really, all he needs to do is just make sure that getting past these guys doesn't cause something bigger to happen. But if he just stays behind them, then he'll get second place. And honestly,
Yeah.
him and Roach should just work together and be like, let's not try to deal with, like, I mean, I suppose if Roach really wanted to be filthy, he could be like, no, I want that second place, and I'm going to try to pass you.
Yeah.
But I feel like lock in the podium for the both of you and let these two guys.
Ronan is very slippery. Here's Chaos's chance.
Yep. Chaos is looking to make it happen. He's not going to say no when he sees an opportunity like that, you know? And now let's see, does Roach get a little bit of a courtesy from his reserve teammate? Chaos is off. Big Mex drops to 7th.
I would switch around.
I mean, they're not really under threat from Cabbage, but still.
As it stands right now, Roach is just barely getting that podium from Zen Guy.
And Chaos just moved into 3rd place. Properly. As he passed Ronan.
A nice move with the chicane.
But yeah, you're right. Roach is a bit dangerously out of... He's running out of time. Lap 34 of 35.
Is he going to go try around the outside? And he tries and cuts to the inside there, but it's met by a blockade.
And the gap between the two Red Bulls and the Mercedes in 3rd place is getting bigger. And I think you may be right. Roach may have just run out of time. He is now 1.6, 1.9. No, so he hasn't run out of time yet, but it's getting there. It's about 2 seconds.
He's still in position to grab that podium.
Yeah, he's got...
Undoubtedly, he's getting hurt by his Red Bull teammate.
Yeah, absolutely. He's about 2 seconds back now. And KDM is just driven away. He's got a 5.5 second gap to Zen Guy. Not that it mattered because of Zen Guy's 3-second penalty.
Now out.
Yeah, he managed to get back into the lobby, and then I guess I don't know what happened there, but I did see him leave and then try to come back.
For it? He is.
He didn't take second yet. Nope. Not on the circuit, that's for sure. We are on the final lap. And Zen Guy had a huge moment there. And Chaos is
Chaos. You don't want to
right.
him.
I know, don't bottle this on the last lap. You've got second locked in, and you really don't have any threat from behind you. Because that Red Bull behind you is not Roach. Is Ronan, who's got a 3-second penalty. Maverick and Big Mex are battling it out back there for 8th and 9th.
They're still side by side.
Oh!
That was a
Chaos.
body turn-in.
Chaos was very dicey through that right-hander.
Right-hander?
Yeah. But now he's into the long left-hander. We'll switch it up to KDM to watch him win the Hungarian Grand Prix without punting off Chaos Corrupted. Zen Guy crosses the line second, drops to 4th position as Chaos moves into 2nd, Roach into 3rd. Zen Guy left the session. I'll have to let Zen Guy know what happens when you do that.
That messes the telemetry.
Yeah, he'll get back in there. We'll make sure that that's corrected, but he'll have to be warned about that. I can't change anything anymore. I'm just sitting here on top of Zen Guy's dead car, raining on him. And that's the session. That's the race.
It's already getting spicy in the Discord chat. Blue already saying, quote, Maverick, what the fuck are you doing, G? Which, if he's talking about where he tried to pass him on the outside on that restart. Oh no, he's talking about the dive bomb. And Maverick fires back with basically telling Plouf he's reckless driver. Oh, we already have a ticket in for WTF.
Well, from the sounds of it, that's not that surprising at all. Well, that was a race. I quite enjoyed that.
There certainly was.
Let's see if these... who was driver of the day? I didn't notice that.
Driver of the day, I think it was...
Katie.
Cabbage.
Chaos. Roach. Cabbage. Ronan. Lube. Big Mex. Prem. Nate. Mav. Zen Guy didn't really DNF, so I'm going to fix that up.
I think it might have been, Cabbage who got driver today, I think.
Well, that was an entertaining race. I don't know if I would say it was as good as last week's apparently was. It's hard to say how good a race is when you're actually driving in it. But I mean, I know you were commentating last week and you said it was a fantastic race, so.
Oh yeah, action-packed.
This one was pretty good. The rain definitely mixed things up. We saw a lot of retirements. A couple of them are unnecessary, I think. Mostly premature retirements where it's like, well, you just stick in there and get those laps, but at the same time I can totally understand some of the guys are like, I'm done with this nonsense, let me out of here. It is Hungary, by the way.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's a terrible track. I don't know what to tell you. I was talking to Logical today. Logical loves Hungary, but Logical is a monster. I mean, he's only in iRacing now anyway, so. But
thankfully.
Well, there you go. Our winners preliminary, of course. We have to wait for everything to come through, but I didn't see anything that would cause KDM or Chaos or maybe even Roach to lose those positions in post-race penalties, but you never know. So,
oh no.
KDM's our winner. Chaos Corrupted in the Mercedes with Roach and the Red Bull taking P3. What does that do? Preliminary standings. Well, KDM has now moved back into first place. Well, actually, I don't think he had first place ever this season, but...
No. Oh, curiously, Lube is responding to his own teammates saying he deserves every penalty he gets.
Well...
That's odd.
Yeah. Well... yeah,
Officer, so not Mav.
So KDM is in first place. Chaos Corrupted is in second place, moves himself up 6 positions. And Premex has dropped down to third place. So Prem was in the lead for a week. I mean, technically he was in the lead for less than a day because we only updated the standings today after the incidents were there. Zen Guy moving up into 4th place and Roach in 5th. So we've got a pretty spicy top 5. We're only 3 rounds in, but hey.
Sweet.
It'll be interesting to see how this season pans out. Thank you very much, HeatGang, for joining me and entertaining those when I'm paused and having brain farts and all that fun stuff. Hope,
yes.
All right. Well, 2 days we'll be back at it in Hungaroring. So tune in. Formula Worldwide Leagues presents Friday Night Lights with your hosts Donut Puncher and Massive Noogies. That is our Division 1 So you don't want to miss that. That is where the much faster, much better drivers are. And then on Saturday we have NEA, which is our
Good
European
racing
division.
action.
Yes, good racing action in FNL. Saturday is NEA Division 2 for our European folks. So tune in. That is at 3 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Mountain, or sorry, not Mountain, British time.
British.
And there's an attempt to do a 100% full quality and 100% race this weekend from the BBR folks. But it all depends on attendance. So if you want to take part in said non-championship race, we'd be doing qualifying on Saturday before the NEA Division 2 race, and then on Sunday, approximately 1 p.m. Eastern, both days. So if you want to race, check in on the Discord, DM us or DM me or whoever, and I think that's it. I think I've rambled on enough. Any last words, HeatGang?
Might be it. Not any words. Nope.
All right.
Overall, it's just a pretty good race. Pretty excited race.
Yeah.
Just like last week.
Definitely. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Join us again soon. We have racing many days a week, and we'll catch you again next time.